Rainton.
In a magical forest, there was a good witch named Aria. Friends called her Ria. One day, she noticed a sparkling gemstone falling from the sky. This special gem not only sparkled with colorful light, but also gave off a unique glow. Curiously, Ria went to the gemstone landed place and picked it up. The moment her hand touched the gem, a gentle glow surrounded her, and in her mind appeared a city floating above the clouds. Ria wondered if there really was a sky city. Carrying the gem, she went to seek the knowledge tree, who knows everything as it has been living for hundreds of years. After listening to Ria's story, the knowledge tree smiled and started to share an ancient legend.
A long, long time ago, in a world filled with magic, there existed a marvelous city known as the Sky Castle. This extraordinary city floated among the clouds, radiating enchantment and splendor. Legend has it that skilled wizards, masters of magic, crafted the Sky Castle using the powers of the elements. The towers of the city seemed to be woven from ethereal threads, and the air was filled with the melodies of mystical winds. The creatures residing there were not only graceful, but also possessed profound wisdom. However, as with many magical stories, the castle vanished and hasn't appeared for a long time, and the reason remains unknown. This gemstone might be from Sky City, because it doesn't resemble ordinary gemstones, and you witnessed it falling from the sky. However, why it fell from the sky remained a mystery.
Ria guessed that Sky City might be in trouble, so it sent out a sign for help. The knowledge tree listened to Ria and suggested that she try going to the world tree to see if it might help. The world tree is the tallest tree in the mysterious forest. One rumor said it to be planted by Sky City. This explains why the world tree is so tall, like a path to Sky City. Convinced that the gem's appearance had a significant reason, Ria decided without hesitation to go to the world tree. Of course, she wouldn't forget to invite her best friend, the fairy Mimi, to join her on this mysterious adventure. With a friend by her side, the adventure would be even more exciting and challenging. Ria and Mimi arrived at the world tree, seeing a magnificent sight. The world tree soared into the sky with a trunk so big and old that it seemed to have the wisdom of thousands of years. Deciding to climb to the treetop, Ria and Mimi found it too far to reach easily. Facing this challenge, Ria came up with a clever idea. She took out a special potion, a shape-shifting elixir, and drank it. In an instant, she transformed into an agile squirrel. Ria swiftly moved between the branches, and Mimi cheered excitedly on her shoulder. Ria's new form allowed them to climb the trunk more quickly. After some effort, they finally reached the top of the tree. As the sun began to set and the sky gradually darkened, Ria and Mimi stayed on the tree for a while. The view of the sea of clouds was beautiful, but they seemed unsure about the direction to Sky City. Just as Ria was starting to think about giving up, Mimi excitedly pointed to a distant, dark horizon. In the originally dark night sky, a faint glow suddenly appeared, not like the twinkling of stars, but more like a small yet unusual explosion. Though tiny, it was remarkably visible in the pitch-black night. Ria carefully observed and indeed saw the presence of that faint light. Ria and Mimi couldn't figure out what to do until Ria remembered the knowledge tree, mentioning that one rumor said the world tree was planted by Sky City. Ria thought of trying to use the gem. Despite trying various methods, it failed. Disheartened, they returned to the ground. Ria then had the last idea of using the gem as fertilizer for the world tree. Digging a hole beside the tree, Ria placed the gem inside. At that moment, the world tree emitted a fiery glow. The leaves of the world tree changed into feathers. The fire dissipated, and in the original location of the world tree, a magnificent phoenix appeared. It turned out the phoenix was the magical tool left by Sky City to reach Sky City. Ria suddenly realized this. She and Mimi quickly climbed onto the phoenix's back, feeling the powerful beats of its wings, ascending into the sky and passing through the clouds. With the phoenix's flight, Ria and Mimi overlooked the city, revealing a clear view of Sky City. The city floated like a magical treasure chest in the clouds. Excitement and curiosity welled up in Ria's heart as she was about to enter this mysterious and beautiful Sky City. Upon arriving at Sky City, Ria and Mimi saw a group of fluffy monsters attacking the beautiful city. The previous faint light was caused by them. Ria and Mimi immediately took action, engaging in a fierce battle with the fluffy monsters. Ria swung her wand, and a dazzling burst of light like lightning erupted from it, forming a massive magical vortex. Concentrating her energy, she prepared to unleash her most powerful magic, Move the Radiant Storm. The storm gathered many fluffy monsters, instantly turning them into a large fluffy ball. The fluffy monsters, now frightened, temporarily retreated. After defeating the fluffy monsters, Ria and Mimi entered Sky City, eager to find someone to inquire about what had happened. Inside the city, Ria and Mimi saw a woman in gorgeous dress named L'Oreal. L'Oreal joyfully walked towards Ria, her eyes filled with surprise and gratitude. L'Oreal explained to Ria that the fluffy monsters were originally kind creatures and good helpers of Sky City. They resided outside the city due to their immense strength, always ready to assist when asked for help. However, one day, for reasons unknown, the fluffy monsters lost their sanity, turning fierce and aggressive. L'Oreal said,
"We, joyful and peaceful residents, couldn't resist against the powerful and fire-breathing fluffy monsters. So I threw a colorful stone seed to the ground, hoping for a miracle."
Saying this, Ria took out the gem and asked it.
Is this the one?
L'Oreal happily exclaimed,
"It's really lucky that you found it and could solve the mystery and came to us. I hope you stay and help us."
Ria and Mimi agreed. L'Oreal led Ria and Mimi to meet the king. However, the king seemed uninterested, not uttering a word, and many questions were answered by a minister. Ria and Mimi found it strange. Later, Ria asked L'Oreal if this was usual. L'Oreal said no. The king is usually friendly to everyone. Not long ago, the king got injured while hunting, and someone saved him. When the king returned to the castle, he became silent, maybe because he hasn't fully recovered. Ria asked who saved the king, and L'Oreal said they are grateful to the one who saved the king, and he is now the minister. Ria and Mimi felt something was odd. They decided to go to the fluffy monster's residence after nightfall to see if there was any magic controlling them. When night fell, Ria and Mimi reached the monster's dwelling, finding all the monsters fast asleep. In the quiet night, they faintly heard voices in the air, speaking continuously. Ria and Mimi couldn't understand the language. So, Ria took out the special translation cupcake she made earlier, which had magic potion mixed in them. When eaten, it can translate any language. Ria listened carefully, and the voices in the air said, "Get mad, get mad. Sky City people have treated you bad." Repeating continuously. Ria felt these words were brainwashing the fluffy monsters. So she took out a potion that could turn her into a furry monster. Pretending to be asleep, she blended in with them. Ria also had a translation cupcake to help her communicate with the furry monsters. She approached one of them and asked, "Did you sleep well last night? Did you hear any sounds?" The furry monster replied, "I haven't been sleeping well at night, and I constantly feel tired. Additionally, I find myself easily getting angry or frustrated over things. As for the sounds, it seemed like there were some, but also like there weren't." Smart Ria understood that these sounds were disturbing the fluffy monster's sleep, making them easily irritated. If she could get rid of these sounds, the fluffy monsters would return to being calm.
If you like our stories, please like and subscribe.